Welcome to first episode of Andy Rants. Maybe this will be the only one. I don't really know. Typically, most of my videos, or most of the videos where I talk about topics like these, they're scripted. Like my furry video and my internet discrimination video, they're both scripted. I wanted to do something a little different, especially for shorter videos that I don't have as much to talk about. So I felt like this was a good segue into that. Satan. So after the Super Bowl, which Rihanna performed in, there were a lot of videos about it. Obviously, it blew up because it's Rihanna, and a lot of people, specifically people who believe in Jesus Christ, I guess, they're pretty big conspiracy theorists. And there's nothing wrong with being a conspiracy theorist, but it's just when they're rooted in religion, that's when it gets really tricky, because they end up just kind of falling into like being an asshole. And that's kind of what's happening here. And this isn't a new thing. Like, obviously we know there's been a satanic panic in the past in the United States, but I feel like this is almost like a resurgence, if that's the word I'm looking for, about it. We have a couple situations that I want to talk about. So the first one is the Rihanna performance in the Super Bowl, but she wore red. Like, this isn't shocking news. She wore red. It's a color that can happen, and people thought that maybe this was symbolism for Satan. It's a really interesting take on that, I guess. I've been scrolling on TikTok and like even on Twitter, and I see so many of these TikToks that are like, Rihanna is part of the Illuminati. And I would like to believe that, because the Illuminati is a cool idea, but it's not real. The Illuminati is not real. I'm sorry to say it, but the Illuminati is just not real. Like, it's cool. It's a cool idea. Like, I wish it was real and I would work there. Like, if it was real, I would be there. But it's not real. So there are these people that are just claiming that Rihanna is part of the Illuminati. And one of the biggest pieces of evidence probably of this is the fact that towards the end of her performance, something that they didn't show in the I guess like recorded version for the Super Bowl, the people were watching on TV, but there was a version. You know what? I'm not really sure either. Like, I don't really know. But she like did like some sort of symbol, which like to people it looks like it was like the Illuminati little triangle thing. And I don't know. It's just I have a hard time believing that the people who are like in the Illuminati would just be like flashing that, and especially after like the Illuminati has been a very well. It's one of those conspiracy theories that's had so many times to process and to grow, and it has been growing. Back since like Shane Dawson, I guess, covered it. It was when at least I heard about it, and probably a lot of other people, especially my age, knew about it. But there are a lot of these older people who just really holds on to this theory that the Illuminati and that the devil is like working with these big celebrity names in order to like continue the idea that Satan is superior over God or whatever. Rihanna's not like, she's not Satan. I don't think she's out here like producing Satan. But she's not the only one that they're like targeting, I guess. One of the other ones that they're targeting, maybe one of the bigger ones that they're targeting, is Sam Smith. Sam Smith has like a performance or her song called Unholy, and they perform it kind of symbolizing Satan, but you know that's kind of the point. The song's name is Unholy, so you would think that that's what they do. And people just got mad about it because it was red. They wore red. That's the reason why, I guess. And this also comes from a lot of controversy revolving Sam Smith and what they wear and whatever. I also think that this is rooted in some form of like transphobia, some form of like hatred for the LGBTQ community. It's not shocking to think that that's the case, because these people that are spreading this conspiracy theory are a lot of times commenting on Sam Smith and their role, I guess, in the LGBTQ community. I think Sam Smith is non-binary. I'm not sure though, but I'm pretty sure they go by they them pronouns. They go hand in hand. This conspiracy theory with Satan and the Illuminati goes very hand in hand with Sam Smith and their identity as non-binary. But there's another one that I recently saw which kind of like surprised me the most, because I just thought it was kind of funny and I wasn't really expecting it, because, you know, I don't know, maybe like, are they targeting minorities? Maybe, because this is like the three that I'm talking about is Rihanna, Sam Smith, and The Weeknd. So The Weeknd reportedly has a like point in his concert or show or something where the word Satan flashes on the screen at one point. And I'm not as big like into The Weeknd as many other people are, so I'm not sure if that's like something that The Weeknd like is about. Like, I don't know if that's his thing or something, but it's not like weird to like show Satan. Like, it's just, that's like literally, it's a biblical figure basically, and like it's used for symbolism, but not to symbolize like Satan himself as like an actual like thing, like a living thing. That's just, it's just, okay, I'm gonna get into like muddy waters here, but like religion is a very interesting topic to talk about because it's very controversial, and you either believe in it or you don't. And if you do believe in it, there's like 30 billion religions that you could fall under, which is really interesting because literally anything you say could be negative towards one specific religion. But I'm going to specifically target Christianity here. And here's why. Those people that are coming after Rihanna for wearing red and doing the supposedly the Illuminati symbol, for The Weeknd having Satan flashing on his background, and for Sam Smith wearing red and having a performance of Unholy, they all happen to be Christians. So I felt like at one point I was going to have to talk about them, and this is me talking about them now. So we all know Christians. We all know them. They're people. They're really interesting, and especially in the social climate of the United States, they're interesting. That's what I could say about them. But basically, after I saw these TikToks or these Twitter posts, whatever, talking about Satan and stuff like that, I like see people in the comments. I want to say they're all Christians, and if they're not Christian, then they're just like believers of the Illuminati conspiracy theory. But they're like, oh, like, we need to stop supporting them. Like, stop supporting The Weeknd because he flashed Satan in his background. This is like an undercover fucking scheme or whatever. Like, they're trying to get to your kids, whatever. I don't think The Weeknd would like have Satan flashing in his background if he wanted it to be like underground. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just don't think people just don't do that. If the Illuminati were real, they're not gonna be flashing themselves out to people. Like, that was, I feel like, a weird way to say that. I don't know. It's just, I feel like it's a really interesting thing to talk about. And just because, like, there's not much you could really do to counteract these claims. Because, like, I could sit here and say, like, oh, they're not real or whatever. But, like, somebody who believes in this conspiracy theory isn't gonna, like, reply to me and say, like, you, like, opened my eyes. I figured out that the Illuminati is fake. It's not real. But at the same time, like, I do want to talk about it, and I kind of want to rant about it, which is what I'm doing, because it kind of just frustrates me that we're still having a discourse, like, basically a 2.0 of the Satanic Panic in the 21st century. Like, what? We're still doing this now, and we have technology. We have, like people have more access to more information, and I guess with that can come more conspiracy theories and, like, more progress to conspiracy theories. But I'm sorry, I just don't believe it. Another thing is that I saw another TikTok of this guy who I guess reportedly works in the music industry, who says that, in fact, Satan does communicate with these celebrities, and they do try to get people into Satanism, I guess.
The music business is ran by the devil. So the music business is only designed to get as many people to go away from God as possible. So what happens is the devil needs workers, and by workers, he needs people who have influence, who can mislead or misguide people away from the light into the darkness. So this is why the artist is powerful. So the artist is the mouthpiece. Okay? That artist is the mouthpiece between the devil and the fan.
I think that's really interesting. I also really think that maybe the guy is schizophrenic, because I don't know. It's just like how did these people imagine these things? Like, I just refuse to believe this. Like, and I know I'm not the only one that has my doubts, but it's just kind of stupid. It really is stupid. And he's just one of those people in that TikTok that, like, is talking about, like, signs, like, don't do signs or whatever. Like, he said that this is, like, a fucking bad sign or whatever. Every day I do this, and I'm not fucking Satan, and I don't talk to Satan. So, and it's just like, what other fucking signals can I not do? The color red is a color, and it doesn't symbolize Satan, because we kind of associated the color red with Satan. So I don't know, it's just kind of silly. Like, celebrities have been wearing red, celebrities have been performing in red. I wear red sometimes. Does that mean I'm fucking Satan? Or I'm like, no, I'm not fucking him. No. Thank you for watching Disney Channel.